excellent speech. The first thing I look at with any speech is on the surface, the thing that most folks that aren't in table topics look at, was it entertaining? If you can't keep my attention, I don't care what you're talking about. I'm going to think about my grocery list, what I didn't do, my wife hollering at me and me not having any clean clothes in the closet. So you did an excellent job there. It was presented in a manner that was well received. Anytime you talk about relationships, especially marriage, that's a difficult topic. But you did it in such a way that you presented your own personal examples and examples that we can all relate to, because in our own relationships we have those to deal with. But you took it out much like a parent would do when two kids are fighting and say, hey, this situation, look at it from the outside. See how humorous this is. And that allowed for a good connection that we could all relate to, but in a way that would make us laugh and see the error in our own ways. You did a terrific job with the personal experiences, like I said. Your hand gestures were great. Anytime you talked about love, you had your hands over your heart. Whenever you talked about the spouses fighting and going away on their own, you were pointing to the other ends of the room. You kind of got mad at a few people, and whenever you thought you were right, you were standing up here just like anyone else that thought that they were right. Your vocal variety helped your speech tremendously. You had mentioned that you were concerned about your pauses because you had such a volume of information in a short time. You hit your time right on the money, even had a few seconds to spare. You had plenty of pauses, but something else you did that I thought enhanced your speech is that you continually changed where your voice was at, depending on whether you were angry, you're trying to be funny, and other times you got real quiet, which to me almost works as a pause. So that was a great job in that area. The only area that I feel you could have had a little bit of improvement on was your ending. At the end, you said, trust me, it works, I guarantee it. The whole speech you had me until that point because it was very personal and very you. And at that point, it almost became a little cliche to me. That's almost overused when you're trying to convince people of something. And then you say, I guarantee it. I just thought of those infomercials from the Discovery Channel guy. So if you could have just said, hey, my husband and I used this, it worked tremendously, that would have been sufficient for me. But overall, I thought it was a terrific job. I appreciate the entertainment this morning.